Alexandre Bilodeau, and it's a great honor that I had to. I won lottery to compete at home, and it's the biggest honor I ever had to win that first gold for Canada. It's just a timing issue, and today we won a second gold with Maëlle Richard, and I mean it's great. There's more coming, and more gold, more bronze, more silver, and there's so many good athletes, and we're all on that same historic page. Vancouver is for me, one of the best, if not the best, most beautiful city in the world when it's not raining. And I mean, come here and go see the mountains, go see the view of the ocean with the city. Victoria is great. All the mountains, Whistler is a great part. They've got so much national parks, so much wildlife. And downtown, the urban downtown, with all that really nice living style, and nightlife is great. Everything's great. So Vancouver's a great city. I love it.
Hi, my name is Hedy and I'm the Member of Parliament for this absolutely stunning city of Vancouver, where everyone is wandering around these days. It's the Olympic city. And in 1999, I was in the cabinet of the government of Jean Chrétien when we followed this dream and believed that it would be the most wonderful city to have a Winter Olympics, in that you could have the snow and then you could have the crocuses blooming and the cherry blossoms and the yachts in the harbor, and still be a Winter Olympics. Of course, a cultural Olympiad, because at the time I was Minister for Multiculturalism. We wanted to show the world that so many people's cultures could form one nation, and it is happening, and it's a joy for me to watch Canadians come together from all across this country, every province and every territory, Francophones cheering on Quebecers, Quebecers cheering on Francophones. And I have to tell you that for the last 5 days, I was always verklempt. I'm always on the brink of wanting to cry. I could feel the tears welling up. And the most important moment, of course, was the opening ceremonies, when the Aboriginal people who opened their arms to the colonialists so many years ago was shown, and all the immigrants who came and created this great nation of ours were there to celebrate and to show the story of this nation. And finally, I think for me to watch Alec Bilodeau, who is probably the most wonderful young man I know, with such a close relationship to his brother who has cerebral palsy, win our very first gold. I have to tell you, it's a great day to be a Canadian. I just want to say that probably for me the most moving moment in this whole games was when Russians and all of the athletes and everyone stood for a minute of silence for the death of the young Georgian, and to know that Russia and Georgia are at civil war, but they stood together, and it gave you a glimpse of, for one brief moment in time, if the world could live in peace, what it would be like. How wonderful when the Olympic Games is about hope, peace, and the power of the human spirit, and that's what inspires us all.
Hi, I'm Adaline, and I am a Vancouver independent artist. I was lucky enough to have a bit of a break meeting Robert Pattinson from Twilight, and after meeting him I did have quite a bit of a boost. A lot of his fans found out that I met him on Twitter, and from that I was able to connect with people from all over the world, and from that connection I've been able to touch people through my music. I've been able to help charities, and so I'm just really thankful for being able to be a bit of a Vancouver success story from something so small and serendipitous. So I'm really excited to be able to have that story.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all our sons' command.
Hi, I'm Johnny Lyall, best known as the guy that jumped through the rings in the opening ceremonies. Yeah, definitely an amazing experience. Big moment for snowboarding, as well as a very nerve-wracking moment for me. So there was another snowboarder, Sheen Campos, who was just as ready to do the jump as I was. We were training together, we jumped every time, and the day before, on the Thursday, David Atkins, the producer of the show, had to tell us who was doing it. And he walked up and said, you know, I cannot decide. Both of you are ready to do this jump. Both of you deserve to do this jump.
he said, mates, I'm going to have to do a coin toss. And we were just like, a coin toss? Like, the most intense coin toss of your life. Anyway, he flips the coin, he fumbles it, it falls on the floor, and it was tails, so I won. So I don't know much about this pin hunting, but I hear it's a big thing whenever the Olympics are going on. So I don't know what day, but Chris and I, on the 25th, Chris and I are going to cruise around town and trade pins. So at 1 o'clock. So hopefully we run into you and you have some fun pins to trade.